Most of the 168 or so families who control politics in this country are fielding candidates for many of the 18,022 elective positions up for grabs in the May elections. In today's Inform in 100 report, Camille Elemia tells us the advantage of these candidates in our electoral system, dominated by political dynasties.
At least 14 of the 33 senatorial candidates in the May elections come from political families. Sonny Angara, Bam Aquino, Nancy Binay, Alan Peter Cayetano, Tingting Coangco, Jack Enrile, Cheese Escudero, J.V. Estrada, Dick Gordon, Mitos Magsaysay, Ramon Magsaysay, Coco Pimentel, Cynthia Villar, and Mig Zubiri. All over the country, members of political families whose terms end run for a different post, while another family member runs for the vacated post. Sons, daughters, cousins, or wives of famous political figures are running in May, from the Marqueses, Singsons, Fariñas, Diz, Angaras, and Ortegas in the north, to the Arroyos, Magsaysays, and Gordons of Central Luzon, down to the Garcias and Osmeñas of Cebu, and the Ampatuans of Maguindanao. There are 72 Ampatuan candidates running this year. Of the 72, 32 are running under UNA, while 9 are running under the Liberal Party. Ramon Casiple of the Institute for Political and Electoral Reform says the dynastic disease is far from treated.
Usually, ang nangyayari ngayon, 2, 3, or 4 families are fighting it out sa isang pwesto. So talagang, kahit hindi mo nasabihin, sino man sa kanila manalo, malamang dynasty yun.
Casiple believes the proliferation of political dynasties is a symptom of a bigger malady in the political party system.
Are there only para sa pag-file ng candidacy, para sa mga negosasyon, or minsan sa fundraising. Pero the real power, the real decision are being made by the leaders, who happens to be, naturally, mga members of political families.
Independent senatorial candidate Ricardo Penson heads Crusada contra Dynasty. Penson challenged other senatorial candidates to enter into a covenant that will stop political dynasties. He said those who fail to comply with the covenant should resign from office. Penson recently filed a petition before the Supreme Court asking it to compel the Senate and the House of Representatives to legislate a definition of political dynasties. Article 2, Section 26 of the 1987 Constitution states, "The state shall guarantee equal access to opportunities for public service and prohibit political dynasties as may be defined by law." The problem is, to this day, Congress has yet to pass a law that defines political dynasties. According to a study of the Asian Institute of Management Policy Center, at least 115 members, or 68% of the members of the 15th Congress elected in 2010, have relatives who were members of the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th Congresses, or local officials who were elected in 2001, 2004, and 2007. Not only do political families control power, most dynasties are also big players in the local and national economy. These dynasties have interests in the largest businesses, including mining, manufacturing, logging, real estate, agriculture, media, transportation, and food. The AIMPC study also shows that based on their statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth, legislators belonging to political dynasties are richer, with an average net worth of 52 million pesos than those who do not belong to dynasties, who have an average net worth of 42 million pesos. The same study shows that political dynasties are also prominent in the country's political parties. They make up 76% of the Lakas Kampi Party, 56% of the Liberal Party, 74% of the Nationalist People's Coalition, and 81% of the Nacionalista Party. All is not lost. There have been attempts to enact legislation which bans political dynasties. In 2010, Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago filed Senate Bill 2649. A counterpart bill at the lower House of Representatives was shelved. Commission on Elections Chairman Sixto Brillantes Jr. said that if Congress fails to enact laws that will ban political dynasties, he will make it his mission to advocate what he calls an absolute prohibition of political dynasties before he retires in 2015. As long as a majority of members of Congress belong to political families, the prospect for an anti-dynasty law remains dim. Unless more drastic action is taken, the act of defining a political dynasty as mandated in the Constitution will remain in limbo. The electorate's choices in the May elections give new meaning to an old expression. It's all in the family. Camille Elemia, Solar News.